The entrepreneur journey is, it has such great highs, but such great lows too. So there's the thrill of professional success. There's that, there's the challenge of the work-life balance. There is, the thrill of actually contributing something meaningful to your community and the world. So it's a fantastic journey to be on. But at the same time, it can be really lonely and it can be really, really difficult. So I found, particularly with my time with SBE, but certainly in the networks that I've tapped into, is the value of the shared experience is probably the highest and best value that you can get.
We raised $2 million in seed capital, so that was very helpful. But I think probably more importantly than that was really the network and really making lifelong personal friends who have been instrumental in just the support in, I guess, the entrepreneurial journey, because it's a very lonely place being the CEO of a startup because there is no rule book, really.
I think just starting a business is pretty memorable, but the last company I started was called Adalta, and in 2016 I listed Adalta on the Australian Stock Exchange, so that was pretty memorable.
Attracting investment, significant investment for the first time. So we had some seed funding early in our business, but significant, 7-figure investment really moved us along.
The most memorable is in one of the companies when we signed a license deal with a US company. So that was a pretty exciting moment that somebody was going to take our technology on and build it.
I think for me, one of the biggest things has been having someone to go on the journey with. And so I would very much recommend that people find a co-founder, because when you're up, they might be down, or when you're down, they can be up. And it's wonderful to share the successes with someone else.
It was gold for me just to get proper advice on how to deploy the funding that we were about to receive, because it was the first time that we had that amount of capital going through the business.
What I learned from the boot camp really drove the business strategy. We were all being all things to all people, and the strong feedback was just to really focus. And I built an advisory network from there because of SBE. Kerry Lee in particular has been really helpful. And I've tapped into that network and even gained some investors through the process. So without SBE, to be honest, we wouldn't be here.
I couldn't have done it without the SBE program, because there are a few things. I feel like it was the perfect experience for me to be able to refine my story, my core key competences, and like how I was going to get to my key milestones. And I did it perfectly timed right before I did my seed raise. And I can guarantee I would not have pitched as well if I didn't have the SBE program under my belt.
I think everyone's got their version of imposter syndrome or reasons why they can't, but it's just taking that first leap and going for it, and the ones that make it are the ones that have the grit through the hard times and actually persevere. And you can make decisions every day to get a job or make a startup. Either way, they're going to be hard. It doesn't matter which path we choose. So if you're going to pick one, make it worth it. Go for it.